I mean, the whole time it is, I'm good with my words. I know how to articulate some shit. So me and my man was just going under at it for like 3, 4, 5 hours.
3 hours of straight
crazy
talk.
Straight back and forth.
There's no way I had to sit there and listen to this shit, but I did. And then it backfired on me because I'm thinking, man, I can't wait to get my cousins and my niggas career. I'm saying my cousins on that. That mean that hippie vibe. My niggas are straight. That mean Project Hippie. So
Project Hippie is crazy.
That's your Project Hippie. So I mean,
Project Hippie is crazy, bro. You're trying to think. You're overwhelming.
All the guys know exactly.
All the guys know it's crazy.
All the guys know exactly. I mean, it goes. I'm like a Project Pretty Boy, I guess you want to say that is what it is, but I mean, but it's all love and it's all love, peace, and here Greece, bro.
The whole time is like the whole time has some balance in this world. Like don't ever. I'm pushing peace. I've been doing that since it was cool, since way before it was cool. Matter of fact, I'm probably one of the pioneers that started. You know what I mean? That had to take some real L's out here for the peace squad. But the whole time is. Here's how wavy life is. Sometimes to push peace, you might have to push fists. I know that sounds wild, but it actually full circles like that sometimes. I'm not promoting violence ever either.
But I just want you to know that. Had rap.
I just want y'all to know that, yeah, big homie had rap people. And if he expects you to live at your higher self and get to where he's at in life, then you got to make them hard decisions sometimes. So you got to understand that sometimes people need to be chastised, and I don't mean like literally literal form of putting your hands on them, but
not literally fists,
but sometimes
verbal fists,
but sometimes literal too, though. Like literally
socking somebody.
Like literally socking somebody might change their life, even if they
might change their life.
They might not ever even speak to you again. They might avoid you for the rest of their life. They might look at you as a different being.
When I got socked, it changed my life.
But I'm saying. Their perception of life now might be whole changed because you went out your way to suck a nigga who you knew needed to be sucked. You know what I mean? And you didn't have to kill him, you didn't have to really harm him. You just know, bro, you're not really like that. And now I'm gonna have to suck you real quick because it's like over whooping. And I know that I can just stop it here with a good sucking. And then
Bando.
And you know what I mean? And you can learn your lesson from him.
I'm done with it, brother. Please. It's not pretty funny about anything funny.
Yes, it is, brother. You don't see it. That's the same way.
Right now, without trying to learn right now.
Greedy though you got more. Switching on me now, snitching on me now, picking up dirty attitudes. What's your future then? I'm not sure. Now you lurk on every corner, trying to make $1 from them quarters. Thought you were my friend, give an helping hand, prove to be my enemy. You can't even trust anyone. I've got to take myself away from all these things that's hurting me. I've got to make my life so free. Seems you don't want nothing good for real. I've got to take myself away from all these things that's hurting me. I've got to make my life so free. Seems you don't want nothing good for real.
Live from your auntie's crib with the box wine.
Where we at with it?
With the joints, listen. So I just started up. Yeah, fine. Let's get logged in. You know what I mean? Great combo, great vibes. Hit the gong one.
Bro, you gotta know too. Please don't take that as personal. Cause I promise you, if your cousin wasn't here, I would have never took you there. I just did this because he's here, and you know what I mean. But I promise you, bro, I'd have never ever went this far. Once I'd have seen that you wasn't trying to hear it, or I promise I'd have been checked out. I wouldn't have physically said another word, bro. I'd have actually told you I believe everything you said at one point. But he's here, and I just had to show him that because bro, I was dealing with this for like years, bro. You don't even know, but now he can see, bro. He's at the point where he's like, nigga, he can't even deny it, nigga. Because the other day he had a little moment just like you, right? I knew that he realized in the moment, like I know he came to an epiphany because he called me about it, like, yo. And then, you know what I mean? I knew it was an epiphany for you, but...
But what did I tell you? I said, I'm going to keep doing it because, nigga, I feel like I'm standing on something, nigga. And I know that. I know I'm wrong. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to do it to you because fuck that, nigga. I know it. But then but you know that I know what I'm supposed to. You feel me? You know that I know what I'm
that's
supposed
what
to
I'm
do.
saying.
So it's like
That's the part.
I'll do that to you on a podcast to stir it up.
No,
but then there's gonna be times where I say yeah now or say no now.
No,
man.
but
I'm gonna show you my intellectual.
No, told you. But even then though, just the fact that you're that conscious of it to a point, you don't even understand what that means to me. That's actually what means. Just from you doing, just from this interaction, I actually can assure that I'll never have certain conversations that we used to have. Like there's certain conversations we had before that
after
I'll never see it again. But I'm saying like, you know how when you deal with friends,
that's why I came in the next day and said, bro, remember?
But
remember I was mad at how you was talking to me in front of somebody, and I'm like, why would I ever be mad at how my brother is talking to me in front of somebody? Like, how can that happen?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I knew you had an epiphany, right? But
how can that happen though? How can you be mad at how your brother is talking to you in front of a stranger?
That doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense.
I told you that. I said,
and the stranger's gonna come around and go. Your brother, you're locked in with your brother literally forever.
And they're never gonna think nothing. Like they're never gonna think that your brother was disrespecting you. And if they thought that, they'll think that's cool that y'all got a relationship where y'all just disrespect each other and it's funny. Because y'all are actually brothers. Might be actually envious of it when we worked out.
I was just talking to my brother like that.
What? You gotta know that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Live from your auntie's crib.
Nah,
the box wine.
Nah, real rap though, you're at a decent like nigga. It's like now I know on some real shit. There's certain type of little shit where I don't even have to explain it. I don't even gotta say, bro, you know what you do. That's the part I'm geeked about. Cause that was the part that burned me out. Cause I knew you could be here. I'm like, bro, I don't have to explain this to you. You know. And you used to pretend like you didn't. And it's like you doing this right now to the point. It's not even. It's the on pointness of it. I could obviously I knew you was at the point where you could see energy because like, you can even with the women I've been seeing. You know what I mean? But you know when now. Like I can see. You can see. Like I can see. Like the moment. And I think when I used to tell you that, I didn't think you believed me. And then just now, I know you believe me now. You know what I mean? It's one of the moments where, you know, everything I try to tell you, I know some things you don't believe me because you're not going to believe because it doesn't make. Like,
but I'm at a point now where I know
but
that.
Like that book said, like I'm going to have illogical knowledge that's not going to make sense. Like sometimes, so it's like I expect that out of people, but this is one of the things that I didn't know you. I wasn't sure somebody could see it like I could at that moment. That's one of the things that I know I got a problem. Like that's one of the things where I can like. Well, obviously you've been around me with a lot of people, but I'm saying like.
That's what I'm saying. You can't believe I can see it with women and their antics, and I can't see it right there. That's too.
But to the exact.
Talking.
No, because men is harder. Men is harder to see.
Not to me.
Huh?
Not to me. It's easy.
I feel like not for me either, but I feel like for other men it's harder to see it because you have this. You have this eternal respect for men. You know what I mean?
I just showed you that.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Because we have this eternal respect for men, so it's kind of hard. We kind of give them a biased pass on shit. You know, with a woman, it's easy to say, "Oh yeah, you're doing that's some woman nature shit." You know what I mean? Not me though. But I'm saying most men. That's why it's harder for them to see the men like on some. You know what I mean? He's a man still, and it's hard saying. You see how
but see me, I'm on the side where I can understand it because I used to not answer the yes or no joints because I'm like I'm about to answer yes and this bitch ain't gonna think you want to debate because I said yes, like you know what I mean. But that there it should be a red flag of if
you're not confident in what you're even saying. I'm confident in what I'm saying, so I can answer you yes.
Or I'm not confident in my ability to debate.
That's what I'm saying. You're not confident in what you're saying. You're not confident in your mouthpiece.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
you want me to say yes to a question? Do it. And I'm talking about in our personal life, like.
And the reason I told.
And then once you answer, and you look like you nigga, I'm the whole time be thinking about what you're saying.
That's why I process
it.
So now you understand. So now you understand what I'm saying. Like I don't hear questions. And I'm not judging nobody who can, but I don't hear question. No question is a loaded question. There's no such thing. Because I'm going to answer to my best of my ability every time. How can it be a loaded question if I know that I'm going to answer to my best of my ability no matter what the question is? It's no such thing as a loaded question. So if I answer to the best of my ability, especially if you're giving me a guideline of a yes or a no, right? I know that, all right, yes to that, but, because I got a rebuttal with what you're saying, so I know that I'm about to, and I feel good that you even,
all right, so stop.
I feel good that a person even think that they got something on me.
You got to know, talking to you, once a person say yes, you go. So don't say you'll say yes, but because you don't know it's like talking to you. So say yes, and then the nigga that's like you is gonna be like, yeah, so like, yeah, so
Oh,
how,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I got
Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
then
no,
you be
this
like,
is good
okay,
advice. This is
okay,
good advice, bro.
but
Cause sometimes I do jump the gun real quick.
yeah,
Like I be tweaking for him to say exactly.
yeah,
Like
you're about to kill him with this. So
Yeah.
somebody that
not only
so
that,
like,
I know exactly what. Remember I told you now. I know exactly how I'm walking. I know exactly what they're about to say. So when they get there, it's like I'm so quick to hurry up with my already. I'm like, bro, see you're proving my point by saying exactly what you're saying right now. If I could picture you was going to say this, brother, you're wrong because you shouldn't be able to picture none. This should be a free. This should just be all mystery.
So when you do that, after I said yes, I'm the intellectual's going, nigga. Some couple words and vocabulary gonna come out, nigga, make you have to say something else, and that's just how this is gonna go. If we having this debate, and I feel like I don't want to concede to a loaded question. Now if it's a yes or no question and it proves me to be wrong, because guess what, people, it's okay to be wrong. Because you can say, all right, let's agree to disagree. That means I think I'm right, you think you're right, and that's it with that.
He's so honorable and respectful. He giving everybody with me a dap in love. So he give everybody that's with me a dap. Then it was happened to be another dude that wasn't with us. He gave him a dap. Now I don't know how smart he was. How he like after he came back and like, yo, he with y'all? Me like, nah, he ain't with us. He went up there. He went up there. He went back to the nigga. This is sign language on the steroids. Look, he said nothing. He went like this to him. When I went back to the hood and told him, yo, I see something you never took it. Nori took his dap back from a stranger.
The whole time it's like
actually in your auntie crib now.
yeah, but the whole time it's like it's like I don't know. I'm just happy as fuck. No, I'm just
Don't
happy
take my
as
shit,
here,
hold up,
bro.
'cause
We are
this
here,
is
bro.
wavy. This is wavy.
No, we're
We want
here.
this. We're here at Aunties crib.
No, bro, we're here.
We're here at Aunties crib relatives.
What's up,
And one of my
relatives?
relatives is actually here. You know what I'm saying? Blood.
You know what I'm talking about? Whole time, and whole time is like we're making real revelations in here.
I mean,
we're actually we're living revelations. Fuck reading the book. We living it right now.
The Holy Spirit's in this room right now, kicking it. So
We talking about big homies here, ain't it? Don't.
Smoking that good herb he placed out here. What he was smoking, say it's from the ground. He put this here for me and you. They put the and you in that shit. Nigga, you have to make sure that correct. And you. Smoke this. You got fired on your day off.
But you gotta know, you have to know too that I didn't know that whole little beginning part was ever on camera because I would have been able to, I was talking about personal business and shit, man. You gotta let me know. Because I don't even trying to expose
We
nothing.
wasn't saying no names, and we're good.
No, but I don't even want to expose even certain shit with you. It's like a Canada May situation. I be trying to give you I be trying like, you don't notice.
He can't expose them with me. Exposing would mean that I'm taking.
I'm not exposing them. Saying I don't be one to, you know how like Canada May say, like I ain't trying to expose. I don't mean expose them. I mean like on some.
No, them niggas.
I don't want to go to certain points that I don't see that he's cool. Like, I mean, niggas is cool with. Like I don't want to say certain shit about me. Like he cool with talking about that shit. But usually if I hint something, I'll hint like a situation that he's been through, and he'll usually, tell a story about it.
I kick shit like we do. How we do.
You know what I mean?
How we do. How we do.
Type shit. But it's like whole time is like, I mean, you know, motherfuckers came a long way. Motherfuckers don't even know like you're, bro. You. What you? So look, the shit that I watched you display today is literally like. You could say you more tapped into the spiritual realm because that's like once you could communicate with, or you could hear people you could see people communicate to you without them even knowing that kind of. It's like you can see everybody what they saying in the room now. Nobody got to say nothing. I know you know exactly what's going on in this moment, but you know like
4 words ain't just 4 words. I mean, 4 words could be a lot more or a lot less.
No words literally can have more of a meaning than 100. It's just wild how, you know what I mean, how your perception is and how you're going to receive it is what it comes down to. But it ain't no absolutes, man, except for the big homie made you. And I can say that.
You're allowed to say that.
I'm allowed to say that.
You believe that.
I'm allowed to say that and I believe it.
Yeah. I mean, he gave us that. Gave us that free will.
Yup, and that's all I believe is actually an absolute in this world is the big homie major. Everything else, that's why. Matter of fact, I'm so happy that I don't think nothing's absolute. That's why it's easy for me to appreciate things. It's easy for me to come to joy because I know that ain't nothing absolute. So every time I receive good things, I be geeked. I be overwhooped on the geekness because I know ain't nothing guaranteed, ain't nothing absolute. I be like on some, you know what? This is amazing. I don't have to be getting it like this.
All right, for the first timers, people who new to to new relatives, my name is The Essence. Kicking shit.
Oh man, we doing the introductions, man. I mean, shit wasn't Skeeter. So my boys call me Skeeto. They call me Ski, not Skeeto.
He's overwhoop on his name real quick. That's an overwhoop on his name real quick.
It's a lot of that, bro.
Overwhooping real quick.
It's just a lot of that.
But shout out to my brother right here. We got my cousin Cameron in here. You know what I'm saying? The infamous.
A very smart,
You know
intellectual man right there, man.
People who know Cam actually call him a genius.
I ain't gonna lie.
known as a genius.
If y'all heard him speak, the nigga's intellectual for real. Like he's a real smart dude.
Like
whole time is like I know I sound ghetto because I probably am. If you really want to.
Shout out with Bando. One of my niggas straight told me, nigga, boys. Nigga, if I'm ever on some weird shit, nigga, sock me, nigga, boys. Nigga.
Yeah, I ain't saying nobody's name either, but I guess we got a little story time, a little situation.
Go straight to it.
I mean, I got a situation right now though from just this
Situation time.
We got situation time. So like,
I got time.
I don't even know why. When we just were starting about, I wasn't even trying to leak into this story, but now that we're here, I'm like, I got a life experience story for this shit. Back when I was into street activities, right? Like running around, like acting like I don't have regret in my life and all that nut shit. You know what I mean? And people looked at me a different way. I guess I had a different life on this earth. But whole times I always still had a good sense of respect from people because even when I was in the streets, I considered myself to be an honorable person, and I always have. So this story is relevant because I did an act of righteousness or act of honor or valor, if you will, and I never. You know, sometimes you do those acts and you don't know if you're going to receive your blessing, or you don't even know if the person on the other end received their blessing for maybe you chastising them when you know that that's the reason you did it. So look, we got a situation where I'm playing in the street, so I give somebody a package. I told the person they got to give me a certain amount of my money back for the package. Now, mind you, this happens when I'm probably a senior in high school. The dude decides to not pay me back and avoid me because I didn't know where he lived at. Now, mind you, I was making a rookie mistake. I was a young person giving somebody a package and they don't know where you live at. Lesson, this was the day I learned this. You ain't supposed to do that. So, come to find out, I had to figure out who one of his buddies was through other resources. Had to pay his buddy, who he think is his buddy, but you know what I mean? Had to pay his buddy. You know, there's a price for everything. You know, at first he's like, bro, I would never rat out my man's. A couple more $100 later, bros ratted out. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, I just told you I paid a couple $100 for real, and dude only owes me a couple $100. So now I'm doing something based on principle, but no one around me even knows it. So people around me probably think I'm doing this because he owes me a lot, or you know what I mean. But the whole time is now I'm on principle. It ain't about this couple $100. It's about I was doing something nice for you. You're literally biting the hand to feed you on some. So you gonna take a blessing and literally reverse it and try to smother it to the point. You're bragging to people about how you ran off.
You ran off on the plug twice, nigga.
So, okay.
Not twice, though. Yeah.
So he runs off on me once, nigga, and... yeah, you're overwhelmed. I ain't with none of that.
He said once, nigga.
Never happened. This is a one-time.
That's why the song don't make sense to
I
me,
don't care,
bro. The song don't make sense.
Let me hit that.
Song don't make sense.
Let me hit that later.
Song don't make sense, class.
So look,
Overwhoop, nigga.
so look, I'm trying to get to this homie Ratty Mount. He makes me promise that I won't tell who he is. Now, mind you, I still won't to this day. You know what I mean? We'll never tell him. I'm like, bro, I'm actually an honorable guy. Now, mind you, I'm in a darker spirit in my life, even though I still have a righteousness in me. That's why this story is important, because
You didn't dark play.
I was still using my dark or my wickedness, if you will, to do something that I know was going to teach this person a righteous act in the ultimate realm. And and it comes full story so perfect. But
You knew you teaching them a lesson, though.
and I knew that it was going to register to me.
Okay.
So, mind you, I'm in a dark place, but I'm not an evil person. So I would never hurt family, women, none of that shit. But since I know that he doesn't know that, and I just know that because he doesn't know that, and because he's so unsure about what will even happen to him if he does this, or, you know what I mean? I wanted to make him learn that lesson. So I found out where his mom lives. He lives with his mom, by the way, at this time. Now, I sat outside his house for a while, and I wasn't just trying to go there, obviously, just kicking the door, man. Sat outside his house for a while, across the street, didn't see me at all. Waited for, I wasn't there. I was there for a couple hours. Smoked a couple blunts, chilling. I even met somebody at the store that was like across from there.
What kind of music you listen to?
For surely some gangster shit, but I can't remember though. It's probably Gucci Man. For surely Gucci Man. For surely Gucci Man. So I'm listening to Gucci, I'm chilling. He pulls up. Now, I get to get out and walk towards him to where the way his like housing complex is. He lives in a duplex. So I'm parked at the like. I can't explain. It's
You ever
like,
whooping on the parking?
so I'm down from him to where I get to be on the side of this building, bro. Yeah. So when he's walking up to his steps, I was able to walk up there to him without him even turning around. Like he never even. Mind you, he doesn't know that he's been snitching on at all. He's thinking he got away with this, so I'm not even being thought about. He opens the door, bro. I literally catch him right. He living. That's the little duplex with the little steps, and then the little steps and the little porch with the little V8 bird. As soon as he gets to the top, I run up the steps, bird. I push his in the door. I didn't know his mom knew that I was gonna be there. I wasn't planning on hurting nobody. His mom's right there. She started screaming. Everybody's crying. I knew exactly what I was gonna do before I went in there. Mind you, that's why I was conscious enough to do this and understand. So I just looked at the lady and I told her, like, for real. I said, I literally talked to these people like they was my family. I had a gun to them, but his mom listened real good, and I told her what happened. I told her the situation. I told her how I was looking out for her son and putting money in his pocket for the last couple of months. I'm talking about out of my money that I risk my life for every day. I'm literally feeding him.
Who's he at?
If y'all want to know, or actually I had him. Like I said, I pushed him in the door, and I had him like this, with a gun come. He's a littler guy too. He's not that big. So I'm talking to his mom then, and I explained to her because she seems like a good woman. And I told her that. I said, you seem like your house is clean, you seem like you're raising him right. He's acting like a junkie. I'm like, I'm feeding him, and he's taking my money, and then he's out here bragging to people. I'm like, same people he's bragging to is the ones that gave me your address. I'm like, some people wouldn't be even talking to you right now. Right now, some people will have killed you and him for this, and he needs to understand how fucking wrong this is. I'm like, all I want is my motherfucking money. I'm gonna go about my day. She said, my son don't got no money, I know for a fact, and I'll give it to you. Like, what is it? So I tell her it was like $200 or whatever. She gave me the money. She straight thanked me and said, I imagine she had a gun to her son. She thanked me as I was doing. I appreciate you. I imagine she was crying and shit at first real heavy. I don't even tell. But then she calmed down. She gave my money. She came in. She thanked me like for being considerate, and then cussed him out like, wow, like what the fuck is wrong? Like she cussed him out and everything, right? We damn near family now, right?
Oh, let's see.
And I didn't know if I was gonna affect this dude, cause mind y'all, he was getting high and everything. Come to find out, he was, making his little plays, but he started getting high. So I didn't know if that was gonna affect him or not, because he started doing the H, and that's apparently the most addictive thing there is. So I'm thinking dude's done, and I just know I did what I felt good leaving a crib spiritual. I was like, yeah, I did that. Because his mom even was, you know what I mean? They hold, I know no matter what, they perspective and their projective and their whole relationship has to change after this. Something gonna have to change, don't it? So
Big thing she'll kick his ass out.
I ain't seen that dude again. 15 years later. 15 years later.
What's I got 15 years later?
See that nigga. This is recently, bro. I just seen that nigga. I mean, shout out to the dude. It was not recently. It was during the pandemic, though. You know what I mean? Type shit. But I'm out at the bar. He's with people. Mind you, he looks good. I've never seen him look like this. So I was like, I recognize him, but I'm like, damn, he getting a little weight. Nigga had on some ice, nice shoes and shit.
Yeah,
I've never seen this out. Imagine, you know what I mean? So when I end up peeping it was him, I'm not. After the last encounter, I'm not trying to go up to him, but I'm also not gonna run up out of this bar. You know what I mean? I did what I did. I said what I said. It happened. You know. But I never thought this was gonna happen. This man came up to me, nigga, and thanked me. Nigga actually told all his friends, this the nigga who changed my life, like I was a story. This is the nigga that changed my life. I never did drugs again after that day, bro. Like, hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I felt so good. I felt so high, bro. Bro, I couldn't believe it. Bought me a drink.
Did you cry?
I felt like I wanted to, but I didn't. But I felt like that type of style, like where it was like, it was so happy when you get teary in the back of your jump, like where it's like, yo, I did that.
Thank you.
Like if you watch right now, bro, you gotta know you did that for me, bro. That actually did, like, you made my day. Come on, bro, you obviously did more than my day. I'm still on that, bro. Bro, that full circle moment was like, that reassured me that I was going down the right path, because even when I was living in a evil sense, if you were whatever, you want a dark sin, I still understood righteousness. And I like, mind you, I got that couple $100 back that I paid to get
I mean, and can't get about with my 200. Not 200.
I still lost $200 at the end of the day.
Oh.
I mean, it was two, like, I mean,
Okay, little two. You owe him for?
he owed me $2. I paid $2 to get to his crib, and then she gave me, you know what I mean? So it was like I still lost
So
$200.
that was priceless, though.
Anyways, I still lost a couple $100, but he's right. It was, I ain't gonna lie. 15 years later, him telling me he never did drugs and seeing him look good, like, and bragging to his homies that I was the dude who saved his life is insane. I was like, what?
That's a real man right there.
It's a real man right there, don't it? And he's proud.
It's happy you didn't kill him, bro.
Yeah, I reminded him that. I said, there's some niggas who wouldn't be talking right now.
Kill you over 2.
I was like, they'd have killed the fuck out of everybody in here about their little bit of money. Cause like, and I reminded that lady, I said, because we all risk our lives every day, and we got nobody playing with us about that shit. I was like, so he's tripping. I'm like, if he think, I was like, man, if he did it to me, he'll do it to the next person, and the next person is not going to be talking to you.
Righteous is righteous, man. You know? I'm happy you got that light, though. You know? Love you.
Hell yeah.
But let's get to the topics of the day, man. Do women actually believe their lies and delusion? Like, do they believe it? Cause he thinks he fucked me up the other day watching something, bro. He say, nah, but nah, bro. She do that because she actually believes that she's not cheating. Like, if she fuck with a nigga and she say, what? Like, you don't even know my boyfriend. My man's on some shit like, nigga, her brain doesn't believe that she's cheating. And I told him, nigga, I'm not with that. I don't believe that, and you're not taking that from me, because that's the only thing I stand on. The fact that they know exactly what they're doing. If you tell me that a bitch's brain don't even know, like, you can't know. I can't give them that, people, because that would make me have to just always benefit of the doubt swag. I'm talking about 25-8. I got a benefit of the doubt if I feel like her brain don't work right. So, you're saying they're slow?
No.
Okay, elaborate.
I mean, like,
Piss me off with that too. Good.
Yeah, when you said you're not taking that from me,
You're not taking that from me.
You're not taking that from me either, bro. They know what they do.
It's a real conversation. This is
I'm like, how am I taking that from you? What the
You gonna
fuck?
tell me that when a bitch when my bitch fuck off and come back to me that she don't even think she did something wrong? Fuck no. Hell no. Shit no. Not today or yesterday.
Alright, so I'm gonna tell you like this. I can't really explain it without getting too deep, and it was wild.
Okay. Okay.
But it's like you gotta know that women are women's intuition is a real thing. The only thing is men, the way it's been worded or projected to the world. The assumption is that men don't. Men do too, but women's is a higher power because the Creator gave you more strength in the physical world.
In the spiritual world.
No, He gave you as a man.
Oh, you okay? Yeah, I thought you were
men.
talking to women.
No, women, they got that power though. So they're intuitive to another level to where I feel like as a man, and all my assumptions come off of just living life. So I feel like as a man, if we could be at points where we can lie to ourselves and actually believe it, that's what made me come to the conclusion of if women are that intuitional, if they keep saying something, if they can make it make sense in their head, that's why they say women's logic is a real thing, because and they'll all tell you that without even saying it. They might say something like, a woman will tell you women's logic is a real thing whenever you have a conversation with her and you made a logical point, or she makes an illogical point, and then you say that you actually prove it doesn't make sense with actual facts. And then she looks at you in your face and says, "Why is it gonna feel that way?" Yeah, that's her letting you know that we got her. Like, I heard you and it made mathematical sense.
It makes sense.
But I actually don't feel that way, so I can make it make sense. I can make what I said make sense for me.
So that makes me think you're saying, because you said if a man's able to be happy in delusion, right?
I feel like if you think a man's able to be happy in delusion, I feel like she can master it.
She can master it. All right.
So that means that she can actually fuck off on you, and learn how to manipulate the words that she's telling herself. She knows how to create the situation to where
You're making it worse for me. Go ahead. You're making it worse because I'm almost agreeing.
So you're making it worse. It's crazy, but shut up, bro. This is what I was trying to tell you the other day. I didn't tell you, but I'm glad we had this conversation now because you never asked me about it. You just said you was pissing you off. But
you're making it worse for me because not only are you saying that they master it, but men who are happy in delusion so happen only to be happy in delusion when they're in super love. So you mean to tell me they get you in super love, and then that's when they get the nerve to lie or finesse at an angle like that because they're trying to be happy in delusion.
They're trying to keep up with their lie that they made for themselves, which is what I've seen men do it.
Mm.
And I've seen men do it. I've lost friends about this same thing.
That's why when these women get caught, it's even with a video right in front of them, it's like it's not me.
And that's why whenever we could watch that happen, and my man is like, "Well, she knows," and I'm like, I really don't know if she knows or not, because sometimes the person, just because she's a woman doesn't mean she doesn't have the capability at all to know. It's just because of her superpowers on the other side.
To feel.
She utilizes that to the point she chooses not to think logical. Like, I don't have to because I can make this make sense to me. You need logic as a man, nigga. I don't need it. So she might abuse that. And so I don't know. All the time when you see it happening, and you like, bitch, you don't know you wrong. I be seeing niggas tripping. I'm like, well, she might have not known. Like, you might have to break it down to her. Like, she might have to actually hear.
She has to. Like, a normal woman that didn't master, she didn't even master. She still has to hear word for word.
Like, so if a chick say something where it sounds super outlandish, so it's like she literally told the other nigga, like, how am I cheating if you don't even know my nigga, right? That just, it sounds insane.
It
sounds insane to a logical person. But a person, if you take yourself out of logic on purpose,
Yep.
then I can see how that makes sense to her. So as long as if I have the smallest possibility of how that can make sense to her, even though it makes none to me, then I'm like, then she actually might believe it. I gotta assume that she might actually believe that, yo. Like
that's sad. But
and that's why I say,
shut up.
And that's why I say, this is why I be. Cause niggas think I'm hard on bitches, but I'm not. You still.
I don't think you're on no more.
No, if you don't understand me, you're gonna think I'm hard on them because I'm assertive or I'm telling them that I mean, I'm cool with them expecting certainties from me, so I put the same back on them so they can feel just as worthy as me. But people might not see that in that perception. It's like I might give her a chore or something because I know she expects certain things out of me. So if I give her something, if I make her feel like I expect something out of her, she's off the rip feeling like I'm putting her as my equal in a way where it's like, all right, well, he's making sure if I need him, he makes me feel like I need him, like he needs me too. It's like they want that. You know what I'm saying?
They want to work. They not work meaning like work, slavery work.
They want to feel like they're a part of your life.
They want to be a part of your life and do something that's helping you, bro.
Because that's what you do as a man. Every woman you get in her life, there's an expectation.
And you do that just by answering the phone or opening the door.
There's an expectation, and you understand it, and you understand the role of I'm here to be some type of asset or some type of service to this person. But what you don't understand is she actually wants that same thing too. Like she wants you to take your role, but in order for her to feel like a true equal, she wants you to give her a role too. And it might not be. So a nigga might tell us, oh, you might need, I might want you to clean or something like that. And that's something small, basic, but it's literally just enough for them to keep their equilibrium going. Like where it's like,
can I tell them the key word to say before they ask?
Yeah.
I need you to, baby. I need you to. Hey, babe. Sweetie, I need you to. I need. Sorry. You gotta know how to speak women, and that word need, boy, will take you to a long way. That's all.
Yeah, I've been telling him that for a minute, because at first you gotta put your ego down for it. You know what I mean? I think you said some dumb shit before, like a couple of years ago, when I said, but you gotta tell me you need them. I think you said some dumb shit like, bro.
I actually don't even remember it. As soon as you out, you said that. I don't remember that. I probably was like, nigga. What's that time was on? I don't need a bitch.
Hey,
I'll never need a bitch.
You probably heard that from me and was like,
I don't never need a bitch. What the fuck is he talking about? Nigga, that one of my other niggas up. Nigga,
the whole time.
Then he just, I mean, all right.
It's like, you don't act to have to need her either. That's the
when I was like that, there's no waste.
Matter of fact,
wasting this. Matter of fact, why wasting my breath on that?
Matter of fact, the point of giving her some type of act of valor for her to commit to you, like some type of service, is because you don't need her. So you gotta assign her something so she can feel like you're equal. So you gotta make sure your woman feels like an equal on something. We need each other. Even if I don't need you,
it's okay to make her think you need her real quick, bro. It makes them feel like light years better than you
literally
ever feel, bro.
Just like whenever
they really like
it's
that
the same shit. It's just like you like it. Like if you's a real man and she be like, can you open this drawer? You're a geek to open the drawer for her. You'll never tell nobody. You're a geek that she's acting like she can't do it for you. Like,
and some just click for me with that too. So
it's like the same thing when she like it's just something feminine she can do. Like, oh,
nigga, I tell you she need that dick. Nigga, fuck that shit. That's what that is for them. You tell them you need them for something, they really think they hear that he needs my pussy. That's what they hear. I mean, that's what it is. They think with their pussies, so it's like. And this is, this is respectful. This is respectful, ladies, queens. Y'all know what y'all be up to. You need my pussy. You need this pussy. But go ahead, brother.
So now, mind you, that's a layer on top of it, though. So, matter of fact, if a bitch think you just need her pussy, she about to sucker you out. That's why you gotta give her another assignment. Yeah, you gotta give her other assignment just because of what bro said. But bitch is looking at you like what you would like. If she think that you need her for that, then you're done.
But if she really do think that you only want this pussy, bro,
you're done.
You're done this time.
She's about to start fuckboy you, and you're going to be wondering why am I getting treated like
this?
She wants
spoofing it to you.
And it's gonna be like, damn man, I went wrong because I actually made her think I need her for that instead of distracting her with I need her for all this other shit.
I need you to organize my tennis shoes.
So I have bitches to do so much shit. I be having them do so much shit. They'll get to the point where they gotta humbly ask you, like, can we go in the bed? Or can we go? Because they know it's all types of other shit we could be doing. Because I'm making sure of that, because by the time we get to that sexual part, I better be desired and wanted and all of that. I better be, she better be at the point where she'll do whatever the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah, that takes me in a niggas, man. Yeah, stop having them come over and just fucking them soon. They like that Netflix and chill shit fucks y'all up, bro.
Oh, that
like goddamn, bro. Every woman I talk to talking about like usually like I be turned off because 20 minutes. I've been here 30 minutes. I'm like, I gotta learn to let the pussy simmer. You gotta simmer. One thing about when a woman's waiting, it creates anticipation, fellas. Let the anticipation build up, man.
Listen, bro. I want
Clean
you
your house up or something.
Bro,
yeah.
I want you to know, bro, if you ain't peed and you ain't there yet, one day you gonna get there. If you listening to me, I can guarantee you that. But the whole time is, in the meantime, the very first time whoever you are,
Who, me?
Whoever you are, man, the very first time, if you never did it before, the very first time you actually vibe with a chick to the point everything's going right.
Fuck wrong with a bitch or something.
Fuck wrong with a bitch. When you're making sure everything do right, you do everything like, let's say, the romantic be right, the vibe is there, y'all watch the movie, I might play the game, went out, the whole nine. The very first time you have a night like this with a chick where you're over sure you're getting some pussy from her non-verbal signs she's giving you, and you don't try that pussy, you just put yourself in a hand category where not this many people have ever even done this to this chick. Not even this many people, bro. So now you just put yourself in this category where you're in a small category. It's like whether she like you or not after this, but she will like you. But even if she doesn't, she can't even.
She do now. If she did, she do now.
And not only that, she might. And the reason I'm even trying to reassure you she'll like you, because you might get one whose ego or whatever the fuck might not never want to show you that. And this goes deep to where a woman. I mean, I'm cool enough with her. I ain't fucking every chick. Like so I know like on some from the source. Like there's times where because you was right, because you was smooth, because you had her tweaking, and she never felt it before. That means you might be the first and only nigga ever did this to her. She might resent you for it in a way where it's like, I didn't call him back because I didn't want to be in that position. I didn't want to be in that position of I'm tweaking him and I know it and he knows it and I don't want that. You know what I mean? So it's like, you might not get her validation, and that's cool because as men, as men, you should never should need to thrive on validation. I mean, once you go within and you find out whatever you need to find out within, validation, which is something from the outside world, unless you understand self-validation, which is inner validation. Once you understand that part, the outside validation really it's just extra icing on a cake when the cake's already a sweet.
When the cake's already fire.
It's like it is. It's like, why did you know what I mean? It's not mad.
It's bound to happen though.
I mean, I'm not mad at it or nothing at all, but it's like, without it, it's fiery. Like, you know what I'm saying? The whole time is like, hand me a water, big homie. It's like, yeah, man, I can't be sure that a woman ever knows her right from wrong. What I can be sure of is my response to it. So I can't be teaching niggas like him or niggas, I don't know who I be, you know what I mean, putting my energy into. I can be teaching niggas around me this type of shit where I say stuff like, I literally tell them motherfuckers shit like, hey bro, you can't be sure of nothing except for how you feel and what you got going on in there, man. Everything else outside of that, bro, don't count on it because then you bound to let yourself down at this point. You know what I'm saying? So with that,
and at first it sounds weird because I mean, at first it sound weird. I mean,
It's
at
like,
first it sound weird because it's usually talking about you can't be sure that your main joint ain't getting hit. That's where it start at.
that's what
But
it
then-
starts at for a lot. What's it
That's what it
for,
starts
for
at.
him and a lot of people? You know what I mean?
Cause that's-
Most of us,
yeah.
most niggas, and I say us, bro. Most of
Because
the
it goes like this.
But most of the thing I think us about, I might have never even been through. I might have not been in that position, but I'm still speaking for us on some y'all the relatives, man. I got you.
It goes like this, relatives. When you think you know everything, you don't know nothing, right?
That's a fact.
So I'm thinking I got the, I mean, figured out with the hoes, cause I got other shit figured out a little bit. I mean, so end of the day, you don't want to hear what nobody got to say, man, until the fire get hot and you hear a nigga's voice when whatever you ain't want to hear him say, you hear it in your head. when we get a voicemail, your main joint getting pummeled or something, where you go through her phone while she's sleeping,
Bro, when
you
get
read
a
everything.
when you get a voicemail, your main joint getting pummeled is so personal. It's crazy. That's not a vague general statement. This is coming from personal. It's insane. Like he trying to pass. We're not gonna act like we're not just gonna speed past that. Kevin Hart voice. We're just not gonna speed past like we like.
I'm fucking done, man.
That's crazy, yo.
Bro,
You tryna
that takes us in to hold women accountable, man. Can we do that? The world? Messing the world that, bro.
What?
Can we hold women accountable?
Women should hold women accountable. We ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't repeat. I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I know I didn't say that on camera before. I know I said that in private.
Well, end of the
but I
day,
might have
that
said it on
is one
camera.
of our notes, so I never heard him say it. Cause I feel like
Bro, you heard me say that, bro.
he's here to
You know, I know he said it because I just told my story about when my own dad called me the other day, talking like this, and I told him, and I called him and told him I had to just tell my dad off about it.
But what? Hold women accountable?
About complaining about what women got going on. I said, bro, worry about what you as a man and what we got going on.
Oh, the answer to that is worry about you as a man.
So that's what that meant. I mean,
so you got a question on hold women accountable?
The reason I'm saying that because he said he ain't never heard it before. He heard it, but it's probably not wording, but he heard it before.
Like if you're worried about holding women accountable, then you're thinking about the wrong thing.
You want to hold women accountable, that means that you're not trying to fix yourself first.
Okay, so now this is a question to women. Okay?
That's a fact. Because I can't answer. I can listen. That's why when he asks me anything from a woman's perspective,
it's a
I
question
cannot give him no answers because I don't live in their shoes, and I would never try to speak for them. That's insane. Because I see one trying to speak for me as a man, the first thing I'm thinking of is she's not a man, and she never will know what I'm going through, or never will know. Like there is nothing she can do except become a man to understand it. So I'm gonna have to give that vice versa respect back, and that's what it is. They got it. And the only way that you can influence them to be better is to be a better version of a man. That's what you got, brother.
Alrighty, story time. I mean, you shoot it up. I mean, you had a little story already, so I got a little story.
You know what I mean?
What a little party.
Little story about a little party?
What a little party? Nah, you didn't party.
You just wanted to say it. Just wanted to say it.
It wasn't a party. Shout out to my LA niggas, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Buster. But, yeah, story time, man. I wanted to talk about, dealing with a situation one time, you know what I mean? I was,
Hold on quick. Shout out to my dad. I love you, though. I didn't want to seem like I just disrespected my pops on the nugget. I did tell him about it, so but respectfully, as you should. Matter of fact, that's a good point to make. Even your own dad, man.
This story, that's wild you did that.
Saying,
my story time's about my pop. It's crazy, bro.
Even your own dad, man, like
Shout out, Pops.
Even if he's the most wise person or the most person that taught you things in the world that you think means something to you and all that, if you see him in the wrong, you better check him too. That's your responsibility. That's why he taught you to be that guy. If you actually believe that, if you believe your dad invested the best into you, he's doing that so that one day you can help him out if he's fucking up. I promise you, that's what he's doing. So how about you just give him that respect?
I'm gonna raise my son. If I'm ever obviously wrong, son, and you feel it in your heart, please just say it and let's talk about it. And that's a fact. But my story time is about my pops, man. I love you. We telling story time, you know what I mean? it's not a long story. It's more of a story of probably just it's a short story of validation that because bro talking about validation it brought me to this thought. You know what I mean? He just called me, man, recently, and we haven't spoke for I want to say about 4 months, like a real face to face, or even too much on the phone, more text messages and things like that. Because I think every man that goes from a transition from a young man to a man growing into a man in general, just a young man growing up, you get these stripes with your dad, and it's like me and my dad was going through it about 3-4 different like real deal situations where both of us were in the wrong and it both could have went wrong. But the other day, probably 3 days ago or something, I get a FaceTime from a call, I ignored it. I mean, not answering nothing like that. Get a text like, yo, I got an iPhone now, yo. So I'm like, that means I popped an iPhone now and shit, like, call me, like. And the thing about that day is that I didn't call him. So it's like, I actually felt like I should have called him, but in the moment, my other things were going on in my life where I felt like I didn't feel like talking. So, but I was in my feelings in that mode, because if you're not in your feelings, then you won't answer. I'm answering my phone, but I was in my feelings about some shit going on, and I didn't want to talk. So, usually, if I ignore my dad's call or something, or I don't talk to him, it might be a text message or another call, or just might start blow. It's a chance my dad might blow me up if I ignore him. And that's just he calling his son. I respect it. But the fact that he didn't call me right back, he didn't send me a text about, yo man, like you never know why you answer the phone, son. You should answer the phone. Just things that I know my dad for, just because he loves me, and that's the only reason why, because he loves me. He called me like 2 days later. So I answered the phone, FaceTime, and it was a conversation that I felt like it changed the way I was feeling in the moment, because the respect level my dad had for me, just I could hear it in his voice where I didn't feel like no longer was he talking to his little baby boy son. Like I could hear on his tone that he has a different level of respect for me, and that's all I ever wanted. So like I just want to say, sometimes when you speak the truth to people, man, whether it be your mom, dad, your grandma, it can go somewhere. But as long as you know that what you're saying is that what you mean from your heart, or what you're not saying. If you tell somebody, you know, I choose not to even talk no more, you're allowed to do that if you feel like that's the right thing to do. And some parents don't feel that. You tell the parent, I'm cool, I don't feel like talking no more, they feel like they can slap you or something. It's just like, my story time was just about, I ain't gonna say what we talked about, but it wraps it up to where standing on my 10 toes as a man, even towards my dad, and he might have thought I was tripping, or thought I was on too much drugs, or thought I was just out of my mind, that he understands that I'm all the way here, and I'm here to where that, like, we're going to get way closer now. So, you know what I mean? Shout out Pops. And I didn't want it to be a story of suspense or nothing negative, so I just wanted to give a story about that. You know, standing on your square, no matter how it goes. If it's righteous, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. You know what I mean? So in the moment when you got to stand on something, it might seem wrong, but if it's righteous in your heart, it's going to come back full circle, man. You know what I mean? So, shout out Pops, man. Love you, dude, and I appreciate you, man.
Yes, son, nigga. You made this, nigga.
Thinking about bro while I'm staring at this candlelight. Every time I'm about to smoke, I look up at the sky. She rubbed my back, then she sucked me like a pacifier. Bro taught me the game when all that shit was classified. Yeah. What you know about shedding tears behind Cartier? I kinda thought you had that vibe, but little bitch, never mind. Go ahead and fuck around, I'll show you why I'm certified. Say no one time, they forget you ever said yeah. Told my dog that a boss can't be satisfied. That's my brother, that's my woe, that's my samurai. Ooh, it's my samurai. Oh, these days all I think about is my loved ones. to give it my heart. Them talks with Dre on help me sharpen my sword.